Hey 143 fam, we're going to take a look at your August horoscopes here. For those of you interested in my giveaway this month, I'm going to be choosing two winners for a free reading. If you'd like to be considered, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment below your video, and I will notify winners at the very end of the month. For an additional shot to win, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Tony Nielsen Official. All of my contact information is in the box below. All right, fam, let's jump into it and see what's in store for the month ahead. Hey, Sag. This reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to take a look at your general overview first, then love. I'll have timestamps down below. Sagittarius, general overview, August 2020. Sag, general overview, August 2020. Interesting message. Spirit saying moving mountains. Do you feel like you're waking up every day moving mountains, Sag? Every day? Do you feel like what you're dealing with is weighing so heavy on your heart that just to deal with the emotion of it feels like you're moving mountains? There's something going on and it's heavy and you need to ask for help. You need to ask for help with work, or you need to reach out to some sort of healer to help relieve, because I'm feeling heart chakra. I'm feeling it weighing really heavy on your chest. So for some of you, it's simply just anxiety, or it's stress that you're holding in this area. Stress is so dangerous for us, okay? Please hear that message. The stress of the moving the mountains and not asking for help and taking on the burden alone, it's starting to manifest physically. You want to make sure that you don't get sick or you don't have some sort of physical ailment because you're carrying too much weight. It's too much. It's too much. The status quo is not working. There's something about the status quo that isn't working. Spirit's also saying to like divvy up the weight. It's not that you won't get up and move the mountain, but you're not supposed to get up every day and move the mountain alone. You're only supposed to move it like a little bit, right? But I think the point here, Sag, is to get you to a place where you're not moving mountains at all. Where it's smooth sailing, where it's divine flow, but you need help to get there, okay? Let's pull some cards for you. Sagittarius, general overview. Heart chakra, I told you, it's sitting right here. It's sitting right here. It's hitting you in the heart. I think for some of you, this is emotion. It's the emotion that's hitting you right in the heart. You're carrying it, and it's heavy. You're carrying it all alone. You're carrying the weight of something all alone. It's not weak to reach out and ask somebody for help. It's not weak to recognize that you do need some additional healing, even if it's something that happened a long time ago. I will say for the majority of you, this moving mountains does feel pretty relevant now. This feels present now, okay? But this may also be a karmic pattern from something from the past. You do need to reach out for some help healing or be consciously healing the heart chakra, okay? But for others of you, it's like the stress is hitting you there. In career, the workload, the responsibility, taking on everybody else's responsibilities, it doesn't work anymore for you, Sag. It's going to manifest, and Spirit is asking you not to allow it to get to that level or get to the point where you start to get physically ill before you make a change, okay? It's a big message coming through. Listen is the challenge. Will you listen to that message? Will you hear Spirit? Will you allow that divine guidance to come in? What do you need to let go of? What do you need help with? Who can you reach out to for help? I feel like you are hearing that message and you know that deep down you do need somebody else to show up for you at this time, but you're resisting. You don't want to be a burden. You think that you can handle everything alone. The thing is you can, but you're not supposed to. By handling everything alone right now, you are creating this wound up state of stress that is starting to impact and unravel other areas of your life. It is a big message coming through for you. You may also see this in somebody that you're close to, a loved one, a business partner, a family member, significant other. You may be having the conversation with them and they may not be listening to you. Okay, hence the challenge. Someone doesn't want to acknowledge this. They don't want to take those steps forward. But here's the reality. You're either going to consciously take steps forward to heal and to change this dynamic so that it's healthier, or Spirit's going to force you. But what I'm picking up the strongest is if you are forced to make a change, you're going to be encouraged to do that through some sort of physical issue. Bypass having that experience, truly, because you're not quite there yet, but the stress is getting heavy. It's going to manifest. It needs to be dealt with, or the emotion needs to be dealt with at this time. Love attraction, what do you really desire? Is this weight, is this mountain what you desire to continue getting up every day and pushing? What part in this dynamic are you participating in? Is there a little bit of ego? And I don't mean like the overinflated ego. That doesn't ever really apply to Sag. But is it the ego of I need to be loyal, or I can't back down, and I have to figure this out, and I can't quit? That's Sag. You have to acknowledge that. I can't quit. I can't let this go. I have to figure this out. The Spirit's like, you've already proven that you can do that. You've already proven so much to yourself, to so many people around you. What is it that you actually want? Is it this? Is it this experience? And if it is not, how can you take steps forward to change it? Okay, following this, steady progress. Ooh, fresh air. This comes down to heart chakra and breathing again. I have to say, I'm gonna pull one more for you. Be honest with yourself. What needs to change? Steady progress and fresh air. I do feel like you are honest with yourself and you are making some progress, okay? Maybe you are divvying up some work right now. It just doesn't feel like it's enough progress because it's still weighing heavy on you. The fresh air goes hand in hand with this heart chakra card, okay? Like not being able to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. There's restriction there. I feel resistance there, okay? What could be manifesting? Could be manifesting in the lungs. Be careful with that. I also feel fresh air is just to de-stress. Someone needs to let go of the stress. You need more time outdoors. Spirit just said if you can work out outside or outdoors. Obviously that doesn't apply to everybody. That's not possible for everybody. Or if you are trapped indoors, make sure when you take a lunch break, you can get some fresh air that's going to help balance some of the stress. But the fresh air comes through is breathing, like restricted breathing, Spirit needing to get you back into divine flow, opening up that heart chakra. For some of you, you'd really benefit from some energy healing at this time. I specialize in it. I can help you. Definitely reach out if you need help. Bottom of the deck here is ocean. This is cleansing. There's something that needs to go. You need to cleanse. Sea salt baths for sure, but I think it's going to go a little deeper than that for you this month, Sag. Now, you regroup here. And you ask for some help. Are you going to be sitting in this energy all month long? Absolutely not, as long as you start taking positive steps forward. But I'm telling you, the key to all of this is asking for help, but also being honest with yourself, getting real as to what it is that you desire. Is it just more success, or is it a more balanced life? Is it proving that you can do everything alone, or that you're not a quitter and you're going to get this done, or can you just sort of make peace with, well, I probably will still get it done, but it's going to take more time, and this is how life needs to look. I'm going to bring some new people into the picture, and we can get this done together instead of this all being on my shoulders. What do you really want for your life? You have the opportunity to manifest it now. The universe is really supporting you. There's really beautiful energy around you, provided you deal with this. This is dominant. And I do think for some of you, naturally, there's going to be an overflow to love, but I do think for some of you that weight and that pressure that you're carrying, that emotion pertains to a loved one, okay? Sag in love. Sagittarius in love, August 2020. Sagittarius in love, August 2020. Spirit just said the words, remove it. Remove it. I think for some of you, it's just the old block. It's an old block. For some of you, I really feel this connection between like this mountain energy, like something really difficult that really weighs on you, okay? There is a karmic connection between what is showing up right now for you, the experience you're having right now, and something in the past. This is not the first time you've experienced this. It's not. And I think that's why it weighs heavy, because maybe you did walk away from something in the past, and this time you're like, no, I'm not doing it. Or I'm not going to step back into a situation where I may have to go through this again. I'll do one more shuffle here, and we'll pull some cards. Sag in love. Clearly decide what you want very soon. What do you want? What kind of life do you want? To be pushing those mountains? Even if you have to go the mountain route because you decide to let go, or because you're deciding not to let go of certain stresses in your life. Keep calling someone who's beautiful, who's compatible, who maybe like push some of these mountains with you from time to time, or will at least encourage you to keep going. Crossing this is flirt. I don't know, Sag. It's like you open up and then you shut down. Flirt is also an air sign. This is an air sign, and this is a challenge. There could be an air sign that's on your mind, an air sign who maybe shut down on you. This person feels challenging to you, even if you don't want them to be a challenge, even if you don't want them on your mind. They do feel like they're going to come up regardless. Interesting energy. This could be why. Ooh, air sign again. Very interesting, Sag. Okay, let me hold these two up. This goes hand in hand with this air sign. Okay, the air sign is all about freedom. So if you feel like someone may have trapped you, or you weren't ready, or you came across as unavailable, said air sign was like, I see it. Okay, I respect where you're at, and I'm choosing my freedom, and I'm going to move on. I think for some of you that really bothers you. It bothers you that there was somebody who maybe could have been compatible that just said, no, I can't wait. I don't do that, you know? There's still interest. If you feel like you lost somebody, there's still interest, but not in that current dynamic. They saw the red flags and chose to step out of the picture, and that's okay. Or you may have decided to do that with regards to an air sign or somebody very playful. But this person comes through. There would have been a lot of compatibility, but not in all the usual ways. Like, it wasn't just like a physical compatibility. It was personalities really vibed. A lot of laughter, a lot of fun. But I think this is why it weighs on you. I don't think you want it to weigh on you. Or this could potentially apply to somebody that you stepped away from. They know that there's something legit there. They do. They know. It's true love. There's legitimate commitment. Somebody here wasn't ready. Were you not ready? Is it because you're distracted moving mountains and somebody said, okay, you're not available. I'm out of self-love. I'm going to respect that and do my own thing. Did you say that to somebody? For those of you in committed relationships, you just need freedom from the weight. I actually see those of you in committed relationships, love being very strong right now. Very, very strong. For those of you in commitments, even if they're new commitments, this being very strong, very intact, very playful, and a whole lot of love. Spirit is saying to me that this goes beyond the superficial. This isn't just physical chemistry. This isn't just passion. You have all of that, but it is amplified by true, authentic love. Spirit said this is somebody that you want to commit to. The way Spirit's saying it to me is like you want to, not to be engaged to, but you want to engage to. Okay, that doesn't really make too much sense, but it comes through as someone you would like to have a commitment with, somebody that you can have a commitment with. Engage, speak to, communicate with. Okay. If somebody took their freedom from you, or even if you took your freedom from somebody else, the door isn't closed. They just don't want to feel stuck waiting. Bottom of the deck is this. This is precisely why. Bottom of the deck, they don't want to wait because there are red flags. They're not going to do it, okay? So if you want somebody to step back into the picture, you have to make yourself more available. And this is also true for people who may have lost Sag recently. If you came across as unavailable, Sag saw the red flags and they're not going to wait for you. I respect it with love and light. I release you and let you go, and I'm going to move on. But I do feel like this still weighs on somebody a little bit. This isn't the mountain. This isn't necessarily the mountain energy, but it's there. And I feel like, Sag, if this applies to you, it bothers you like why would I even still think of this person? Or they may be saying, like, why would I even still think of this person? Did we really have a connection? Did we know each other? There actually was. This is what Spirit keeps. This energy. There really was something there. But if you missed it and the door is closed, it's okay. You will still have your pick in terms of new love for those of you single. But you do need to decide very soon how you're going to shift the dynamic in your life, okay? For those of you in committed relationships, again, I get this incredible energy and love, but you got to let go of the weight. And maybe ask your partner to help carry some of this weight or help you release some of the weight. Release some of the weight. I'm not seeing any of you in like dark night of the soul energy. I was sort of expecting that with that heaviness in the heart chakra, that dark night of the soul. That's not what this is. It's not what this is. If anything, it feels like a distraction from love. Something's heavy and it's distracting you from a partner. It's distracting you from love. It's impacting your health and it's starting to impact other areas, including your relationships, your romantic relationships, okay? So that's what you really need to focus on this month. That's going to come up very strong for you. But is there love here? Is there playful energy, even for those of you single? Absolutely. Strike a better balance and you start calling in partners that are here. This is what you start calling in. You start calling in true love, somebody who you truly do want to commit to, that you can and probably will commit to. Better balance, more availability. Okay, Sag. If you need more clarity than this, reach out. I'm available for private readings, for energy healing work. I'm only taking on emergency readings and healing sessions at this time, but I am here for you if you need me. I will be back mid-month for your, I was going to say your full month. No, I will be back mid-month for your mid-month love reading, but in the meantime, I'm sending you all some love, like gratitude. I'll see you back here soon. Ciao.